Hey planner friends! Welcome back to my channel and to the first day of Plansmas 2022. Today I'm going to be setting up for my December monthly in my medium passion planner. Let's get started! So the kit that I'm using for the month of December is the Christmas Eve monthly from Plannerface. I also have some extra Christmassy doodles and some gold foil accents from Tilly Journals to use in this spread. I do PR for Plannerface, so as always you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a freebie. So as I said in the intro, welcome to day one of Plansmas. I'm going to be uploading every other day between now and Christmas with some festive themed spreads and also all of my 2023 setup. If you were subscribed to my channel last year, you will know that I tried to do Plansmas 12 videos in 12 days because I decided to do it way too late and had to do it all between Christmas and New Year's. So this year I decided to be a bit of a better planner and to plan it out beforehand. So I have some pre-filmed stuff and also some stuff that will be filmed on the week that it goes up. I'm also going to be opening my Plannerface advent box at the end of every video, so if you've got one and you want to open it together, then make sure that you've grabbed it, and if not, then I'll put a spoiler warning up before I start opening anything. So back to the spread that I'm actually setting up in this video. I've coloured in the top of the calendar boxes for days where I'm not going to be at work using my passion marker. My theme colour for December is red and I'm using the strawberry passion marker from the Essentials kit. I do find that you have to go over everything twice to make it look nice and red, but otherwise it's a pretty good colour. It's a little bit less in your face like fire engine red than I've used in previous years and I'm kind of here for it. I've used the washi headers and the glitter strips from the kit to cover up the grey boxes that aren't in the month of December, and then I've also added in my December monthly script, which is from Plannerface. To celebrate the end of 2022, I'm also adding in some gold foil elements all over this spread, so I've got some confetti dot corners and some little hanging garlands from Tilly Journals, and I'm going to be dotting those around the spread to make it nice and shiny. As usual with my date covers, I've laid Wednesday back to Monday, trimmed Sunday off the left hand side, and then laid Thursday to Saturday and added Sunday onto the right hand side of that page. I'm then adding in the 1cm chunks that I've cut from the box covers along the top of the page just to fill in that bit of white space. I did think about using my Christmas doodle washi from Plannerface, kind of like I did in October, but I really like the pattern of the box covers in this kit, so I decided I had to use those instead. I'm then using a tiny bit of white sticker paper to cover up the E in December so that it doesn't stick out between my decorative sidebar and those box covers, and I've just trimmed the decorative sidebar from the kit down so it covers the people to see and monthly focus boxes. For the rest of my sidebar, I'm using 2 of the 4-heart checklist boxes from the kit with the goals and to-do headers over the things to learn and places to go boxes. As usual, goals is going to be for my biggest lifts this month, and to do is more like to buy, but I wanted to use the to do header because I preferred the colour of it. Trimming all of these in one go is a little bit dodgy this month because it is just so wibbly wobbly under that page because almost the entire year is under the left hand page, but I think it went okay and I didn't cut through the page, which is the most important thing. Next I'm using the skinny washi strips from the kit to cover the personal and work projects headers. The left hand side is going to be my monthly actions and the right hand side will be my mini calendar for tracking walkies. I'm then covering up the break it down header with the 6mm chunks that I've cut from the box covers, and then we can add in that mini calendar for my walkies and also my habit tracker, which is just something that I make in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself. I think I must have cut my extra functionals for December on old sticker paper because this is way more removable than the new batch of sticker paper that I have. I'm just going to add in all of my date flags and then we can get into my plans for the month of December. So starting off on the 1st, I have a bill to mark in. I'm using credit card doodles from Plannerface and I've also half cut all of the fancy labels from the kit so that I don't take up too much space with just bills in the bottom of each calendar box. I'm then going to be using my usual laptop icons to mark in my work from home days. These are from Plannerface but they have since been discontinued. On the 2nd I have another bill due, so I'm just marking that in, and then I also have a work meeting this day, so I'm using a skinny event label with the phone doodle from the kit to mark that in. I'll also be adding a bin doodle, again from the kit, to mark in that this is one of our bin days this month. Moving on to Saturday the 3rd, this is a weight training day, so I'm using a regular event label from the kit and a dumbbell doodle from Plannerface to mark in team training. Sunday the 4th is the day that we're doing Christmas with my extended family, so I'm using this gold foiled label from Tilly Journals to mark that in with a Christmas tree doodle from Plannerface. It's also my friend's birthday this day, so I'm squishing in a skinny event label above that gold foiled label to mark that in with a birthday present doodle from the kit. Having our family Christmas this early in the month is basically meaning that I have to get everything ready for Christmas by that Saturday, so I'm a little bit worried about how much work I have to do between now and then. For the first full week of December, I'm first marking in my work from home days and then another bill, again using a credit card doodle from Plannerface and a half-cut fancy label. I then realised that I put that bill due on the wrong day, so I'll be moving that to Friday. Thankfully, the first full week of December is kind of chill, like I don't have too much stuff going on, and I have the Monday off so that I can recover from how hectic the weekend before is, and that's because on Sunday the 11th it is my weightlifting competition, so I'm using a half box from the kit with a weightlifting girl from Joy of Planning to mark that in. Later in the spread I will also add one of the little gold garlands from Tilly Journals behind the weightlifting girl, just to add a little bit of sparkle to this box as well. On the day that I'm recording this voiceover, it is exactly 2 weeks until that competition, and I'm not feeling super prepared, but I do have 2 weeks left of training to do. On Monday the 12th, I have a day off to kind of recover from the weightlifting competition, and I'm planning on doing a little bit more Christmas shopping this day, so I'm marking that in with the quarter box and the shopping bag doodle from the kit. On the 13th I have another bill due, so I'm marking that in the same way that I've marked in all the other ones so far, and then I'm going to be adding in my laptop icons to mark in my work from home days on this week as well. I'm also then going to remember to mark in my bin days on the 9th and the 16th using bin doodles from the kit. I've been trying to do these chronologically like all year, and I've got better with them, but I still forget stuff as I'm going through. On the 16th I should be going to a work Christmas event thing, so I'm using a quarter box from the kit with this Santa mug doodle from the Plannerface doodle sheet to mark that in, and I also have a meeting this day, so I'm using a skinny event label with another phone doodle from the kit to mark that in. I'm also pretty sure there's going to be another work Christmas event that I don't know the date of yet, so that will be going in my planner at some point as well. Moving back to the 17th, I will be back at team training this day, so I'm using another regular event label and a dumbbell doodle from Plannerface to mark that in. And then we can move on to the third full week of December, where again I'm using laptop icons to mark in my work from home days. The 21st is payday, so I'm using a piggy bank doodle from the kit to mark that in, and that is also the winter solstice, so I'm using a solid bit of washi from the kit to mark that in. We've also got the start of Capricorn that week, so I'm marking that in with the little star sign doodle that I make myself, and then marking in another bin day using a bin doodle from the kit, and then we move on to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So I'm using solid pieces of washi from the kit to mark in Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then I'm not sure if team training is going to be happening on Christmas Eve, but if it is, I will be going, so I'm using a regular event label and a dumbbell doodle from Plannerface to mark that in. For Christmas Day, it's just going to be me, my boyfriend and Reggie at home together, so it's not going to be too hectic, and we're just going to have some phone calls with family, so I'm using one of the gold labels from Tilly Journals to mark in at phone calls with family, along with a Christmas wreath doodle from Plannerface. I then have the whole of the week between Christmas and New Year's off work, so I'm marking in Boxing Day first using another bit of solid washi, and I pretty much have no plans for this week. I just want to relax and get ready for the new year. I do have some bills due this week though, so that's pretty much the only thing that I'm marking in, again using half-cut fancy labels and credit card doodles from Plannerface. And then again on New Year's Eve, I think we're just going to have a chill one. There will probably be a lot of fireworks, which Reggie absolutely hates, so we're going to make sure that we're at home with him, making sure that he's okay. I'm marking in New Year's Eve again using a solid bit of washi. And then I'm marking in having some New Year's Eve drinks using another gold label from Tilly Journals and this 2003 Lottie doodle from Stick with the Plan Co. I have a sheet with like 5 of them that say 2023, so I need to use all of those up because when am I going to use them again? So now, as always, I'm going to fill in some of the space with the decorative boxes in the kit. I'm just kind of guessing that these are certain days that I won't really have much to add, so hopefully I won't have to pull up these boxes again. I'm trimming these down both vertically and horizontally on my planner so that they fit nicely within the calendar boxes, and then I'm decorating them with either the confetti corners or garlands from Tilly Journals depending on what's on the box. As I mentioned, the left-hand side of my planner is getting really chunky now that we're into December, so it was a little bit worrying to try and trim those boxes on like the 14th and the 19th. I found that whenever I have to trim something on a Wednesday at the moment, it's easier to use my plastic ruler because I can bend that along with my planner. So once I've got that last decorative box laid down, I'm going to add a little bit more gold foil into the spread, and I'm sure I'll be adding more as the month goes on, but then I can go back in and fill in all of my plans with my Pilot friction pen and my gold jelly roll pen. So December is going to be pretty busy, but I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of family and also doing some fun festive things. My version of festive sometimes being a festive weightlifting competition though. It's going to be nice to have a little bit of Christmas cheer going on, especially after the November that I've had. I feel like I deserve a good December. Oh, and the thing that I'm most looking forward to is that 10 days off work straight over Christmas and New Year's. Goal setting wise, I'm probably not going to be setting that many goals for myself during December, apart from like to get through it and get all the Christmas stuff sorted. And then once I get into that week between Christmas and New Year's, I will do my Marks Your Life Compass assessment and get into my 2023 goals. Although I have my 2023 goals planner spread as one of my Plansmas videos, I won't actually be doing any of my goal setting in that because I set that spread up in October. So, you know, we can talk 2023 goals in my January monthly setup, probably, maybe, who knows. So just to keep it simple for December, I'm tracking exactly the same habits that I have done all year. So drinking 2 litres of water, doing Duolingo, doing my skincare, no spend, getting to bed by 11 PM and doing meditations, hitting my macros and also taking my vitamins. And then in my mini calendar, I'm tracking my steps and how many walks I go on with Reggie that day. At the time of recording this, he's still on shorter walks, so my step count has taken a little bit of a hit, but I'm not going to make him walk further than he can at the moment because he's still recovering. Just to keep a bit more of that shiny gold going throughout my whole spread, I've added some confetti corners to my little monthly calendar at the bottom for tracking walkies, and I'm also going to be writing in all of my habits and walkies with my gold jelly roll pen, because as you can see on the right hand side, it really shows up under my studio lights so nicely when the light catches it. So as always with my monthly spreads, make sure that you're following me over on Instagram if you want to see how this spread evolves over the course of the month. I try to post a mid-month and end of the month picture of my monthly spreads over there. So this is my setup for December and I absolutely love how this spread has turned out. It's the first time that I've used foil in a monthly spread really, and I'm super happy with how it's turned out. So here is my advent box from Plannerface. I went with the mini kit version on removable mat, and I think the only difference is the size of the kit and the paper. So let's get into it. If you don't want to see what is in today's envelope of my Plannerface advent box, then I suggest that you finish the video now and I will see you next time. I'm not quite following the suggested opening schedules, but I am going to be opening it every other day from today until Christmas Eve. So if we open up the number 1 envelope, oh, there's some scripts in here. Okay, so the first sheet is opening your advent countdown box, and the second, it's like a birthday countdown. Oh, Anna, you're definitely going to have to bring those little martini glasses as regular doodles into the shop because I will use a lot of those. Definitely going to be using this Christmas countdown too. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time for another day of Plansmas. Bye!